Hello guys, welcome to my channel Create Knowledge. In this video we learn how to create MVC project and Eclipse IDE. Here I am using Maven Webapp and my database MySQL version 8.0.32 and Server Apache Tomcat Server 9. MVC stand for Model View Controller, which is a software architecture pattern used in the development of web and desktop application. MVC separated an application into three interconnected components. One is model, second one is view, third one is control. Model. The model represents the data and business logic of the application. It encapsulates the data and defines the data can be accessed and manipulated. The views represent the user interface of the application. It displays the data from the model to the user and provides the user with a way to interact with the application. Controller. The controller acts as intermediary between model and view. It receives input from user via the views and it uses the input to manipulate the data in the model. It then updates the views to reflect the changes made to the model. So here it is model, this is view, this is controller. Method of MVC writing. The implementation of MVC pattern can vary depending on programming language and framework being used. But there are some common steps involved in writing MVC code. Define the modules. Create classes or data structure that represent the data and business of your application. This may involve defining properties, method and relationship between different models. And define the views. Create template or user interface that display the data from the model to the user and allow the user to interact with the application. This may also involve using HTML, CSS and JavaScript to create web page or using graphical user interface library to create desktop application interfaces. Define the controllers. Create classes or functions that manage the interaction between the model and the views. Controller should receive input from the user, manipulate the model as needed and update the views to reflect any changes. This may involve defining routing logic to handle different URL or user action. Connect the component, connect the model, views and controllers together to create functioning application. This may involve defining how the controllers access the model and how the views receive data from controller. Test and refine. Test the application to ensure that it works as expected and refine the code as needed. This may involve using unit tests or ensure that each component works correctly and integration tests to ensure that the component work together properly. This is the method of MVC writing. And in Java context, the model consists of simple Java classes and the controller consists of servlet and views consist of JSP pages. Here some key feature of the pattern. It separates the presentation layer from the business layer. The controller performs the action of invoking the model and sending data to view. The model is not even aware that it is used by some web application or desktop application. The model layer, simple Java classes or bin class. This is the data layer which contains business logic of the system and also represent the state of the application. It's independent of the presentation layer. The controller fetches the data from the model layer and sends it to the view layer. The controller layer servlet filter classes down. In control layer there are two options, servlet and filter classes. In my next video I will use filter classes. Now I'm using the DAO class. DAO stands for data access object. Controller layer acts as an interface between view and model. It received requests from the views layer and processed them, including the necessary validation. The requests are further sent to the model layer for data processing. And once they are processed, the data sent back to the controller and then display on the view. View layer. It is JSP or HTML. This layer represents output of the application. Usually some form of user interface UI. The representation layer is used to display the model data fetched by the controller. Here I am using Maven Project because Maven is a project management tool which helps you to preparing your project, how jar file is required, project build, metadata ready, and it helps to make documentation. Maven works with XML data. That means you have to create pom.xml and import third-party dependencies which add explicitly class path and build path. For beginner, here I am writing MVC project as student management. I am using Eclipse IDE with Maven project, easy to understand. Later I will make a video of MVC project by using Spring Hibernate. Here my project name is MVC demo. Here I am giving my package name com.gopal. I will create 3 Java classes. One is student.java. This is bean class. This is as model. DAO.java. This is controller. And student.java. It is common class. And here I will create 4 JSP files. One index.jsp, signup.jsp, and print.jsp, and register.jsp. Print.jsp is my view. Now I am going to open my Eclipse IDE and start to write the MVC project student management. Now I am going to open Eclipse IDE. Now my Eclipse IDE is open. Now I am going to create a project, new Maven project, and then next, and here I am selecting Apache Maven archetype Webapp 1.0. I will select it and then next, and now I am giving the project name is student MVC. Now I am giving my group ID is com.gopal and artifact ID is student underscore MVC. I click the finish and please enter here. Now see, this is my student underscore MVC project. I am getting 2 errors. One is SRC in index.jsp page and pom.xml. Index.jsp is error because it requires server runtime. So I am going to click on my project and right click here, build path, configure build path, library, add library, server runtime, and next, and selecting my server Apache Tomcat 9.0.65. Now I am going to select Tomcat 9 and finish, and then apply and close. Now you see my index.jsp is error removed. Now in pom.xml I have to put a dependency. Now I have to open Google Chrome browser because I have to take dependency from, I have to write here Maven war plugin, and here use Apache Maven war plugin, and I have to go web Webapp directory, and here you have to copy the link from this plugins open tag to plugins closing tag, and going to copy this link, Ctrl C, minimize this window, and going to open my pom.xml. This is my pom.xml. I am getting the error. And now go to build tag. This is my build tag. Here I am going to paste it. Ctrl V. I paste the link, and then I have to save the project. Save. Now see, my pom.xml error is removed. Now I am going to update my MVC project. So right click here and go to Maven, update project, and force update, and OK. And now see, all error has been removed. Now going to close it. Now I am going to create, there are 4 JSP files. So first I am going to create index.jsp. In Webapp, index.jsp page is there. Now I am going to change it, hello world. In place of hello world, I am writing student management. I am taking in HR tag, here I am going to, in anchor tag, here writing hyper reference signup.jsp. Now I am going to run this project. Let me see. I am going to run it. Now first I am going to save it and run it. Select Tomcat Server. Next, student MVC. Then finish. Now see, student manager sign up. Sign up page is coming. Then close it. Now I am going to create a sign up page. Here right click here. Go to new JSP file. I will giving the name sign up. Sign up and then finish. This is my sign up page. I am giving the title name is student management, and in body tag here I am writing HR tag, and I am use anchor tag here HR hyper reference signup.jsp, because this file is this name is signup.jsp. Here I am going to use form tag. I am writing register.jsp. Because I am from sign up page, I have to go register.jsp page, because I have to create a register.jsp page. So I am writing here form action register.jsp, and now I am going to create a table. In table, I am writing enter roll number. Here I am writing enter roll number. Enter roll number, input type text, name roll, and next one is enter name, text is name, and third one I am going to write. You can copy paste here. Third I am writing here enter age, text, input type text, name age, and next gender. Next I am going to write gender, because I have to take input from user. Enter gender, type text, name gender, and next one is address. Enter address, and I have to put the submit button. Input type submit, value submit, submit button I have created, and now table here I have to delete some table, and then I am closing the form tag. Okay, now I am going to save it. Save this signup.jsp page. This is signup.jsp. Now again I am going to run this project. Let's see. Tomcat Server. Next, student MVC, finish. Now I am going to click on my sign up page. Here you see, here it is asking enter name. It is asking enter name, enter role, enter name, enter age, enter gender, enter address, and this is my submit button. Okay, now I am going to close it. Now I am going to one more JSP file, that is register.jsp. Right click here, new JSP. I am giving the name register, and then finish. If my register page is open. Now here I have to use bean class. I am not writing any code in my sign up page because I have to create a DAO class. Now I am going to open a DAO class because I have to take a create connectivity of my JDBC. Now I am going to create DAO class in my Java folder. This is my main src main Java. Here right click here. I will create a package. Package name is pom.gopal. So I write the Java classes in my package pom.gopal. Right click here. Create a class file. Java class. Now I am giving the class name is DAO. Now DAO class is created. And package name pom.gopal. Now here I have to put, here I will take a static connection. That's why I am to write public static connection, create connection, name create a class, that is public static connection, create connection. Here I have to write try and catch block because I have to put the connection of my JDBC. So I am using try and catch, try and catch exception E and curly bracket here, opening closing. In here I am giving the, if any exception come, it displays the exception. So I am writing system.out.print ln exception. This is exception E. Now here I am going to create connection. Before that I am doing one thing. Now I am going to connection con is null. Now I create a class connection con, abhi null. Now in try catch I am going to you write here class.forName com.mysql JDBC driver. Connection con is your driver manager dot get connection, driver manager dot get connection. Here I have to pass three value. One URL, one is my ID and my password. So my password, my JDBC connection password is, MySQL password is admin, and my ID is system. Sorry, my ID is root. Now here I write JDBC colon MySQL colon localhost colon 3306 and my database name is student management and root is my ID and admin is password. So now I'm going to create a database in MySQL. Now I have to import connection. Now you write return con. Now my DAO class is ready. Now I'm going to create database in MySQL workbench. Now I'm going to open my MySQL workbench, minimize this and go to MySQL workbench. This is my MySQL workbench. Here I am going to create. Now I am going to give my password admin. Okay. Now here I am going to create a database. Click here, create a new database, new schema. Now I am giving my schema name is student management. Just copy this line because I am copying it because for any spelling mistake, to avoid the spelling mistake, copy and go to my, here I am going to paste my schema name, database name, and then apply, then finish. Now see student management is created. Now I am going to create a table, create table. So I am now giving the table name is student and click here. Now here I am going to create a field. First one is roll. This is integer type, primary key and not null. Second one is name, varchar. Next is age. Now it will be integer type, and now this one is gender, varchar, and address, varchar, role, name, age, gender. As I have taken here, you see in my sign up page, I have taken role, name, age, gender, address. I am going to save it and see the table. I am going to apply. Then I have to apply. You see role int not null, name varchar, age int not null, and gender varchar and address varchar and primary key is role, and apply and finish. Now I go see here. Here I am role, name, age, gender and address. Now I am going to minimize this MySQL workbench. Now I am going to create a student file. Student, new class. I am giving the name of my class is student and finish. Now see in my here I told you that I am going to create student Java, DAO Java and student DAO Java. There are 3 bean class I will create. Java class. Now this is my student, public class student. Now here I am going to write, here I am taking a variable int role string name string gender and int age string address. So I have taken 5 variable which I have created in my MySQL workbench. Now I will take getter and setter method. Right click here and go to source, and here getter and setter. Now I am going to create a getter and setter and select all and generate. Now my getter and setter class is created. This is getter, this is getter, from here it is setter. So getter and setter method I have created, getter and setter. Now my student Java is ready. Now I am going to create one more Java class, that is student DAO. One more class. Student DAO. Student DAO. And finish. Now my student DAO is ready. So now you see in com.gopal package I have created 3 Java classes, that is DAO, student Java and student DAO. As I mentioned earlier, now in MVC here I am giving my package name com.gopal and I am going to create Java classes student.java, DAO.java, student.DAO.java. Here I will write a method, that is public int save record. Now I create a method, that is public int save record student stu. Object of student is stu. I write, here I am taking one variable, that is integer type z. Int z is equal to 0. In try and catch block, I am using try and catch block. Here I will put the connection of MySQL JDBC. So here I write try and catch. Here put exception E and pass a message. If any error come, that is system.out.print E. And also return Z. Return. In try and catch block, I will write connection con is equal to DAO.create connection. Here I'll write connection con is equal to class.create connection. And prepared statement, I write prepared statement PS. Same as earlier in JDBC connection, this is the prepared statement PS is equal to get con.prepare statement, insert into value. Here I am giving the name of my table name is student. Here I am giving the 5 question mark. 5 question mark is 5 value. 5 value is role, name, age, gender and address. So here I have to write ps.setInt, ps.setInt one student get role. And next one I have to write ps.string set string. Here I will pass 2. Here I will pass get name, stu.get name, get name. And third one is here I have to write ps.setInt. Here you can ask me what is stu. stu is the student ka, this is the object of my student. stu is the object of my student. And now I am going to write here ps.setString, ps.setString gender, and next I will write ps.setString address, ps.setString 5 address. So there are 5 question marks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have to write ps.execute update, ps.execute update. Here I have to write ps.execute update and I will pass z because I have taken a integer type z, so I have passed z. Z is equal to ps.execute update, and then I am going to close my connection. Con dot close. I am going to close the connection. This is also ready. Now I have created 3 classes, student, DAO, student and student DAO. Now I am going to create. Now see, I have created this one and this one. Now I am going to create JSP file. Here I have created index.jsp, register.jsp, signup.jsp. Index.jsp is ready. Okay. Register.jsp. In register.jsp, I have to write something. Here I will write. So I'm just going to delete this one, this line. It is not required. Now here I'll write. Now I'm going to import the bean class. So I have to write here JSP colon use bean class com.gopal. Now I'm telling you JSP use bean class. My class name is com.gopal student. Here see, this is com.gopal in student. And here ID is STU. STU is the object of my student class. So I have taken ID STU and the scope is session. Now again I have to write JSP colon set property. Now I have to write JSP dot set property. JSP dot set property, property name is STU and property star. Star means I have taken all the data which is going to write in student now. Now I am going to pass a message that data has been set. And I will take a print class. I will put a anchor tag here. After that, it will go to my print.jsp. In print.jsp page, it displays the data which I am put in my HTML file and sign up file. Here, whatever the data I am going to put, all will be reflected in my print.jsp page. So now I am going to create a print.jsp page. Here, right click here. Now, JSP file. I am giving the name print.jsp. Here my print.jsp page is created. I will not require all this one. Now I have to import com.student.dow class. So I have annotation I am going to use here. So I write here annotation at the end page import com.gopal student.dow. Student.dow class, it will import the student.dow class. And same as I have written in my register.jsp page, I have to write the same thing here. JSP.use bean class com.gopal student is my this is bean class. And here, because I have to take a print now, so I have to write role. Here I have to write role is equal to JSP.get property name STU property is equal to role, and now I am going to use the JSP get property tag. This is open tag, this is close tag. And then I'll put a BR tag because in second line it will come. So I use the BR tag. Next line I'll write role and then name, and again I'll use the BR tag, age, and third one here I write gender. Now you can see the data. Just I'm going to save it and I'm going to run it and see the output. Right click on JSP.index.jsp, run as server Tomcat 9 and finish and OK. Sign up, enter roll number. I'm going to put 101. I'm going to put name Sudha, age 25, female, Kanpur, and submit. Now see, data has been set. Print data. It is now giving the display. This is my display. Role number Sudha. Role is 101. Name is Sudha. Age is 25. Gender is female. Address is Kanpur. So I am just going to display this thing, but it is not saved in my database. So I have to put the data in my database. I'm going to use this annotation. Here I will write student DAO object student. I have to write here student DAO object new student DAO. Student DAO object new student DAO. Int w, I am taking a integer. I am taking an integer, that is int w object record saved, save record stu में. In object will save in my record save in stu object. If record not saved, then what happened? If I am now going to use if and else. If w is greater than 0, w greater than 0, out.print, and here I am going to use h3 tag. I'll pass a message out.print a record saved successfully. Else I'll pass a message record not saved. Now I'm going to pass a message record not saved. Now it is ready. Okay, well, everything is ready. Now I'm going to save my project on index.jsp, run on server Apache Tomcat 9, finish, student sign up. Now I'm giving the roll number 102, name Kamal, age 25, gender male, address Kanpur, and submit. Data has been set. Okay, now it is display also coming, but here one error is there, record not saved in DB, because you see I am getting one exception here. You go to there, I am getting an exception, null point exception, Java null point exception, Java class not found. So here how I remove this exception, because in my pom.xml I have to connect the MySQL jar file. In my pom.xml, you see this is my pom.xml. Here I have to put the MySQL jar dependency. Here I have to add my MySQL jar dependency. So now I will go to open Google Chrome browser. Now I am going to write here Maven MySQL connector 8.0.32, because I am now using 8.0.32. Click here and MySQL connector Java, and I have to copy this link, and I have to put it in my pom.xml. Now I am going to minimize this window and I have opened my pom.xml. Here I have to put the dependency. So I put the dependency here. Here I am going to paste the dependency. You always remember that you put the dependency after the closing tag of dependency. Now I am going to put the dependency here and save my project, save the all, and then I close the pom.xml and go to my student MVC project, right click, go to Maven, update project and force update and OK. And you see it is uploading my project. Now my project is updated. Now I am going to run it. So now again I am going to my index.jsp, right click, run on server. I am select Tomcat 9, then finish, then start server. Now my sign up page has come. Now here I am going to put the data 101. Now I am going to write Kamal, age 25, gender male, address Kanpur. I'm going to submit, print data, and you see record saved successfully. I think now you have understand how to write MVC project. So now you have understand. Now I'm going to show you one thing. Now you see the data here. Kamal, I put here. Kamal, roll number 101, Kamal, age 25, male, address Kanpur. Now I'm going to say one thing. My student Java is bin class is model, DAO Java is controller, and print JSP is view. So model, controller, view, model, controller and view. So here model is student Java main file this is my model, and this is my print JSP is my view, and DAO is my controller. So now again I am going to run my project, Server Apache Tomcat 9, and then finish and go to sign up. Now I write 102, Sunita, age 25, gender female, address Kanpur, submit. Now issue the display. View is roll number 102, name Sunita, age 25, gender female, address Kanpur. So now you understand this is the display, this is the view, and see it is mentioned the record saved successfully in DB. In database the record has been saved. Now I am going to put one more data. So I'll go to check my MySQL workbench, and again I am going to run it. Run server, select it and then finish. Now click on sign up page. Now I am going to roll number 103, Rohan, age 28, male, address is Allahabad, and submit, and see the display. View, roll number 103, name is Rohan, age is 28, gender is male, address is Allahabad, and also it shows the record saved successfully. Now I am going to open my MySQL workbench. Now here I am going to refresh it, and you see 103 Rohan, age 28, gender is male, address is Allahabad. Now I think you have understand how to write MVC project in Eclipse IDE, and you also know what is the MVC. This is model, is Java class, view is JSP page, and controller is my DAO class. This is my Java class, this is my print.jsp, and this one is DAO.java. So now you have understand how to write a MVC project by using Eclipse IDE, Maven Web Apps, and by using MySQL database. Thanks for watching my video. If this video is helpful for you, please do subscribe and also press the bell icon for next notification, and also please share my video with your friends. Thanks for watching my video. Thanks a lot.